if you are going from like EU to NA, it's best usually to like Alt F4 out or exit the game and then reopen it from the launcher to make sure your hotkey profiles and stuff usually will
Yeah.
will not screw
Oh
up that
shit.
way.
I had already screwed up.
More overlords.
What in the world are we doing right now, dude?
Did I disable my sound? What is that?
You can always just press Control S as the
Did I
default.
mute myself?
You still haven't built an overlord, my man. Send a drone to the natural and just keep building drones right now when you get a chance. But you got to get a hatchery down ASAP. Yeah. The rust
Can't I
is
hear
real.
anything?
Test, test, test. You can't hear me, man? Pause the game. Pause the game. You should really pause the game. If you can't hear me or anyone else, you should really just pause the game. I don't know if his headphones just screwed up or what, but he cannot hear me. This is the biggest shit show of an opening I have ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Blood Feast. 15 Overlord, 15 Pool. Into, I think it was a 17 hatch or something. I don't know. But the crazy thing about these sort of openings, because it feels so bad when I look at it, I've seen people do decent games off openings like this enough times that I know it doesn't really make you dead. Not by any means. It's obviously unnecessarily bad of a start, but hey, especially if you're going to play like aggressive styles, you'd be surprised what you can do off it. And we're going for a 6 ling pressure. Oof, not a fan. So those last 4 lings so delayed. Didn't inject either? What are we doing? Oh my god. Why would you not inject when you
God, I
first
can't hear anything. Like my entire
just pause
system is silent right now. So
Why
I don't
doesn't
know
he
if you're trying
just
to talk to me or not.
pause
But
the
after this
game?
game, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on because I
Oh
can't
my,
hear anything at all.
this is such a casual mentality. It's the same thing whenever Dot's playing, guys. I'm shitting on you right now, Blood Feast. You're gonna maybe listen to this later. Dot does the same thing. I'm like, just fucking press the pause button. If there's an issue, say, please pause in chat. I'm really sorry. My sound just broke. Can I have 30 seconds? Most StarCraft players will be cool with it. I get in the lower leagues, it's like 50-50. You get 50% people like, go fuck yourself. I'm just going to unpause immediately. But the higher you get, it becomes closer to like 98% of people will keep you paused. And even in the lower leagues, it's 50%, maybe 60%. So yeah, it's just funny because like I'll say that to Dot and she'll just refuse to pause the game. She's like, but I'm playing, I can't pause. And I'm like, the whole point of pausing is yes, you can. Like, he's gonna get killed by Zerglings. Well, 3 queens. If he A moves the drones would be good. That's one thing that a lot of people are very slow to do. It's like choosing when to aim your drones. But that was alright. He's got like there's more lings coming though, and I don't think he's noticed it at all. So this is an interesting one. Anyways, in terms of what we're doing, we're just like massing queens onto base and trying to make something Bane. The opponent is doing what appears to be probably stage 1 aggression.
All right, let's figure out what's going on here. So I can't hear. Like I literally have no sound coming from my PC right now. So 1 second, let me see if I muted by accident. Like I muted something.
It's unplugged your headset. You unplugged your headset. Hasn't played in like a month through me. He's been grinding Elden Scrolls. Why is he changing the in-game?
The hell?
He can't hear me. Come on, man. It's your sound device. Check your headset. You can't hear me, so it's something to do with whatever device you're using. It's just funny because we can see him troubleshooting StarCraft. I'm like, StarCraft settings ain't gonna fix it. Yeah, he said he can't hear anything. So I must just go.
Yeah. Okay, so I unplugged my DAC and replugged it in. Now I can hear everything.
There we go. That's it. Yes. I was
All
like, come
right.
on, surely it's just always off and on again.
Yeah.
If you have an issue like that, just pause. Just I know it's 50-50 with players, but you're in diamond. These guys are probably 70% will let you pause. If you're like, oh, sorry, my sound just broke, give me 30 seconds. Just hit that pause button the moment things aren't wrong. I don't know what that opening was supposed to be or what was going on, but yeah,
It
that
was
was not
trash.
you playing StarCraft. I've seen you play StarCraft. You know how to build things. You weren't even building
Yeah.
things. Just
No.
visualize your build order. So that's like the best thing you can do, right? Is
Yeah.
remember what your build
Oh,
orders are. You haven't played in a little while. The best thing you can do before you get in a ladder session, if you're ever, and this is also good for those ladder anxiety people, which I know you're not really one of. You're pretty, you're happy to just hop on the ladder and YOLO. Your problem is disorganization. Other people, it's them being nervous, but it's the same solution for both. Knowledge is power, right? Discord.
right.
So I've linked you up your document. So it's like one of the best things you can do is even if it's just the opening phase or like a summary, right? We can go, okay, so what is it, like 6th May, right? Today, 5th for you, doesn't matter. So ZVZ. And I want you to just write your plan down for ZVZ. Just write a few notes on like what your goals are or what your like your opening build. And
Yeah.
just write a couple notes. It doesn't have to be every single detail, like, oh, when I take my 6th gas geyser. But if you could just write like, is it a 17 hatch, 16 hatch, pool gas, whatever. And then just like, I'm going to be going for 2 base muta into 3 base lurker transition, whatever the fucking thing is, right? So if you can just write
Yeah.
some notes down in the document, this is a really good way to prime your mind just to have like some guideposts in the murky waters of the StarCraft 2 game. And it's going to be way less overwhelming once you're in game, just because you've always got at least some directions that you're heading in, right?
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, honestly, anytime something like that happens or my audio cuts out or something weird like that, it completely ruins everything I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
my brain doesn't handle that very well at all.
Yeah,
So,
no worries. Always
uh,
just get used to, you get the pause break button on the keyboard. You don't have to go F10 and then click pause and accidentally
I
surrender
don't
like a lot
care
of
enough
people
about
do.
my ranking for
Yeah. I
that.
mean, it's, yeah,
I
it's just,
just quit.
or just leave the game. Either way, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But, you know,
I tried to play it out. I know I'm on stream, so I'm like, but yeah, that was real bad. Real bad. All right, well, let's get right into another one. Let's
well,
shake that off.
let's actually plan out your builds just a
Oh,
tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
okay,
So please click on the document in the Discord
I
and
got
just,
it.
even if you write 2 lines for each matchup, any amount of organization is going to be massive.
All right.
So just write your very initial opening for
Lean
each matchup,
Bane.
as well as
Oh
whatever
wait,
the overall goal is, right? So
that
yeah, if it's
cat.
Ling Bane all in, that's great. Is that off 2 base, 3 base? Like what sort of Ling Bane all in? So how many drones do you have and how
Uh,
many bases? If you're
like
doing an all in, you
1.5
always want
base. Like kind of fill out the second base as I'm all.
to. What's your opening for ZVZ though? So what opening are you putting into that?
Usually it's like I don't know. I've kind of done a few different things. Like 12 pool is common. 12, 11. Um, Sometimes I'll do a like I played around with for a little while with like the that build that Lambo posted, the CIS build. It's actually like the Bly and Vanya CDZ build order, where you like pretend like you're going into roaches and then you link Bane Flood with 1/1, or
Right.
no Bane, sorry, you just link Flood, uh, with 1/1.
So I think it's really important for you to pick an opening though and pick a build, right? We can't just be
Right,
intuiting it because you're so rusty, dude. You even before the sound cut out, you built a like you weren't even building drones and overlords properly at the start. We want to have a
right.
plan in mind. So what? Just pick a build for ZVZ. Let's like do that one build for today.
All right, let's do. Hmm. Well, we'll do the link Flood.
So this is the fake roach build.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your opening for that? Is that hatch first? Pool first?
Yeah, it's hatch first. Well, it can be done pool first or hatch first, but hatch first like just flows better.
So
Um,
what I would do here if I was you, I would just go 16 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool. Something like that, right? I would just write that
yeah,
down.
yeah,
So
it's all standard up
but
until the
But yeah,
like
just make sure you
basically
pick
two
one so you
base
know if you're going pool
stat.
first or hatch first, and just write it down and like bam, you've made the decision. This just
Right.
streamlines it so you're not making shit up on the fly. Because like if you're trying to make up your build right now, dude, you gotta just focus on the mechanics, the basics, the rust. Like you know, today's got to be like take the strategy out of it and just focus on the basics, man. Like whenever you get back into the game, the worst thing you can do is be like, here's my 7 different builds for ZVZ, here's my 6 different builds for ZVT, and I'm gonna like randomly cherry pick it at the start of the game while forgetting to build an overlord or getting surprised by things, right? Because you're gonna need more
Is
attention to moving overlords around and all that sort of stuff than normal.
it 16 gas, 16 hatch, 17 gas, no, 18 gas, 17 pool, right? That's the standard
Yeah, that's
where
the
I remember
standard.
it.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think about the numbers very often. I just, move my hands for it. So, um,
Cool. That's a plan.
uh,
That's a plan. That's 2 lines. That's fine. That's like literally all
okay.
we need, really. If you want to add more detail, you can to review it, but we'll
I'm just
trust
gonna
you to
write
go from
standard
there.
for ZVT because I don't really do anything weird for
All right. Well,
ZVT.
let's. Sorry. Are you doing? Rule of one gas? Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Rule of one
So,
guess,
because
16, 18, 17, same.
okay, so
Uh,
just write that down. Just rule of one gas, and let's give you a limitation. Are you playing Ling Bane? I assume off that, right?
yeah, Ling Bane
Hydras,
Muta.
mutas, Ling Bane muta. Okay.
Yeah.
Make it so you don't ever go past 66 drones. Okay, as well. So
Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
make it so you only build army from 66 drones so that we're not just like randomly building 100 drones and doing nothing with it, right? 66 drones max. Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
ZVP. I don't really have a good ZVP build order. I usually just cheese in some way, like Proxy Hatch or Ling Flood or both or Roaches, Roach
Yeah,
Ravager all in. I don't know. I really mix it up on ZVP a lot.
pick one to practice for today then. Link flood,
Okay.
ravager roll in, whatever it is, man.
Let's do Proxy Hatches.
All right, let's do proxy hatches. So what sort of proxy hatches? Is it spine rush, ravager?
Proxy Hatch in their fucking wall.
Okay, so with 12 pool.
Yeah.
So it's 12 pool proxy hatch. Okay, so right, 12 pool. And do you tend to go all in with that? Like you just keep
Oh
rallying
yeah.
lings? Yep. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
awesome.
If it doesn't win, then it's pretty much game over.
Awesome. Now we have plans. Now
All
let's
right,
play the
let's do
ladder.
it.
Now we have
All
plans.
right.
Now let's fucking kick some ass. And obviously there'll be like extra things, but like even just by doing that, now we get a ZVZ and you like fuck up your Roach and Evo timing and you die to like a Ling Bane pressure before even getting to your Ling Flood. And that's cool. And you go, oh, okay. I can just like rewind. Okay, I gotta remember to get my Roach down on 3 minutes 20 or like whatever the rule is. It's so easy to just like add the important details. But now you've got a framework, so you're actually thinking about what the goal is. Here we're gonna go for that
Right.
12 pool proxy hatch all in. This player's name is Honest J. I'm sorry, Honest J. You're playing someone called Easy Dunk Sharp Cheddar. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. You can't get angry. We know he's probably gonna get angry, but good
When
luck,
do I
mate.
send the drone out again? I can't remember.
So spawning pool
For the
first.
yeah.
Yeah. Just start your spawning pool and then you can send a drone now, I think. It's probably early to be honest, but it's better early than late. So,
Yeah, I
you
agree with
lose
that.
20 seconds of mining time on one drone doesn't matter. And if you
Yeah,
can hide
drone.
it, it's super awesome. But it doesn't matter. One more drone and then you gotta do you build I think it's Overlord straight away as well before the hatchery, right? So we can build those
Yeah, I
things
think
on
you're
time.
right.
So just it's like basically a standard 12 pool, and we want to start 6 lings and then go for the hatchery, right?
Right. All right. I don't think you'll be spotted there.
All right. Okay, so now we go for the hatchery as we get close to 300. Yeah, you got this. You know how to do this.
Oh my God, he was gonna cannon rush me, or he's
Perfect.
already cannon rushing me.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's cool.
look at that.
Keep building Zerglings and just make sure you split them up. You should be good. As long as you move around to get the cannon, this should be game. GG. See, we were honest. Our opponent's name was Honest. Not an honest player at all. We were the
Right.
honest one here. Our name is Sharp Cheddar, you know? Our name is Easy Dunk. This player's name is Honest. They're
He
going for the
knows.
Cannon Rush
He
proxy
should have
gate.
known.
He should have known, but he's a sneaky one. We're cheesing the cheeser.
That's right. That's right. Oh, those cannons are gonna finish.
That's fine. Just keep massing Zerglings. You got this. There's only one pylon powering that. So what you're going to do is just keep massing Zerglings, and you're going to target the pylon once you have enough while building Zerglings and Queens from the hatchery at the same time. He did block off the bottom of it, which is annoying. But even if you just go with the Broodlings, that's going to open up surface area. So you just wait for the hatchery to die here. Try to build some Zerglings out of it. Keep rallying. No, you can't build spines. No. That doesn't make any sense. Just keep building Zerglings.
I can't build spine there.
That's in range, I'm pretty sure. Looks like, okay, that one's
That's
okay.
not gonna work.
All right, go. Broodlings, go with your Zerglings as well. Same time. Pylon. Target the pylon. Yeah. Make sure all the lings are targeting the pylon. Keep clicking that pylon so they don't accidentally aggro onto the cannon. And now go around to the right side. Kill the new cannons that are building. Yeah. All right. Well done. You got to target the two cannons on the right side, not the pylon. So you need to split your lings up. And
I got it.
yeah. You haven't built Zerglings or injected in a long time. Pull your Zerglings back.
Oh,
They were all in
did I
your
not
control
have all
group.
those in the?
We shouldn't have to be boxing right now. But anyway, keep injecting and building more
I never built
Zerglings
a
and
queen.
progress. So you should build 2 more hatcheries while you're just chilling. Because you got to wait for more Zerglings anyway. So just build a hatch, build another hatch. That means we will be able to transition eventually. Okay. I don't know why we'd build one on his side of the map.
Why wouldn't we? Is the question.
Yeah. Lots of manual boxing of Zerglings. They should already be control grouped on your eggs. So if you just keep that mechanic clean, it's way easier to macro while you're doing this sort of cheese. Easy. Yeah. Get in here, get some surrounds, and depower this. You got this.
That was fun.
Yeah, only change there is just make sure you do build queens like immediately at home behind that, because obviously it's like basically once you build your hatch, you then need to start your 7th and 8th Zergling because you've delayed those slightly, and then your 9th and 10th Zergling almost immediately. But from then on, you have one hatchery building off of like a 14 drone economy, 13. Yeah, I think it's like 13 drone economy, which is obviously like one lava every 12 seconds or something into Zerglings. You bank money really fast. So if you can get the queen at home, obviously if your hatchery finishes, you can build a queen and Zerglings and those spines at the front. Your money doesn't float as much. But especially if you're like, oh, this hatchery is going to die, you're immediately like, okay, let's like send a drone to the natural ahead of time and we can like build that hatchery when we have the money, or like go back and build it at 300 minerals, whatever. It just means that you have a transition, because especially this sort of game was simple because he just didn't build a backup pylon for his 2 cannons.
Right.
But if he had that, we would have already had to be like, okay, cool. Like maybe we'll let the hatchery finish or something. We'll like feint a bit more, get him to build more defense, but we've got to basically just go like double expand behind it and macro up kind of thing, because
that makes
obviously
sense.
He's massing cannons. He doesn't even have his Nexus started. You get 2 hatcheries started, say 30, 40, 50 seconds before his Nexus starts. Unless he does really good like adept micro counter attack and you get caught off guard by it, like you should be in a really good spot.
I think if he had done anything other than Cannon Rush, he would have just murdered me in that game. So,
What do you mean?
like his Cannon Rush was just like straight up hard countered by the proxy hatch build. I mean, like if he had done like a standard PROTOSS opening, I think like I was so loose with that opener that he would have just won.
Your hatch timing was fine. Your Zerglings were on time. No, it was fine. It would have just come down to how good he was at defending, yeah.
Well, my micro was so bad that I would have lost for sure.
Yeah, in terms of the micro, it was just the chaos. It was like not bad micro on the fly. It was just the like disorganization the moment the fighting started, where you were just like, I could see you just dragging boxes all the time. but it was like, hey, wait a second. There is no like two-pronged situation. Like we should just be able to use Army Group 1 to control everything. But you would kind
Right.
of like see a situation arise and be like, huh, maybe I should come back from here. And then I'd see you drag a big fat box on screen. And I was like, what? That's just a waste of time, right? We could
Right.
have,
Right.
obviously, there's being used to the situation and just like pulling back earlier, but you can also use your control groups to do that as well. Just number one, pull back, number one, move forward, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of messed those up at some point in that game. Like I didn't have all my Zerglings on one
Yeah.
at one point.
I think
Um,
you did a pretty good job of splitting your lings up though to like attack different things and stuff. So like overall, it's like yeah, you could have focused down some cannons a little faster, but you did a good job of being like okay, attack the pylons, attack the cannons, all that stuff. So it was pretty well done, dude.
well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. I got to shake off this rust there.
Yeah, you got
All
a
right.
bleed effect on him pretty early. It was pretty easy. He basically like was asleep, and you snuck up and slit his throat at the start of that with the cannon rush. But yeah, let's play some more and let's kill some more people.
All right. All right.
Oh, we've got Woodsickle in the chat, famous Protoss streamer. Hey Woodsickle.
Yeah.
Or you can just F2 the Zerglings. A good point from chat as well, actually. That's true. That's
Oh,
true. If you're
yeah. I
not control
don't
grouping.
actually have F2 bound.
Okay, no worries.
I haven't had that bound in years, honestly.
Good
Or I
habit.
think I do have it bound technically. It's just bound to something I never hit. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I think that's the way you want to do of it. You know, make sure you don't rely on it too much, man. Those the F2, you know, that's a useful medicine, just like heroin is, right? Opiates, pretty useful painkillers. But
Useful if you're, needing to amputate a limb or something, but
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, humans are like, oh, also let's just shoot it up in an alleyway for no fucking reason because yeah. So if we understand our own addictive personalities and the fact that we will often take the path of least resistance in the short term, even if it's the path of greatest resistance in the long term, yeah, good idea to just keep it out of hands, reach, avoid temptation. What race was this guy?
third.
Drone. Build a drone. First thing you always need to do is build a drone. So
Yeah, I hit the button actually. I'm not sure why it didn't do it.
yeah,
Like
that should
I hit
always
the
be even before you spread the drones because you didn't even select the hatchery. So I'm not sure if you
oh
meant to click
well,
the hatchery, but it
I
didn't select.
did actually. I tried to click it. I
Maybe
must
you're
have
trying to
misclicked.
click as it's saying one on the countdown. Still, you might be doing it
Maybe
that way. Yeah,
maybe that's what it
because
is.
the spread is not important, right? On the drones, it's
Right.
like it's nice, but it's the bonus. Drone. Should be building. We should be holding that drone key down before that overlord even pops.
Yeah.
All right, we're on
I
17
think
now. It's all good.
yeah, we messed up the hatch timing a little bit there because I changed my hotkey by accident on the hatch and fixed it real quick.
Ah, okay. Sorry, what matchup was it?
ZVZ.
ZVZ. Okay, cool. So you're gonna do that wall off fake Roach build, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
All right, this is the easiest build of all time. Yeah, you build a wall, you sit there, you mass Zerglings in secret in the back, make sure there's no overlords peeking on you, and keep a queen in the wall at all times, and you'll be fine. And you just do a big
Yep,
old
yep.
Ling Flood. Behind the Ling Flood, are we gonna play mutas or?
We're gonna do Red Raptor behind the link button.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably it usually either ends the game before the roaches really get out, and the roaches just kind of like deliver the killing blow, or I lose my lings like an idiot, and
Yeah.
that's the game. So
No worries. As long as we
I
know what we're doing
think
afterwards, that'll be good.
you do that here.
Whoa, we're already building an Evo? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you get the +1 before speed.
Oh,
But I
okay.
messed up the timing there, so I guess I'll get speed first.
No, it's fine. You can still get the upgrade first. Doesn't matter if it's a few seconds late. Keep droning though, and get another Overlord as well. Okay, this is a very different build to what I was thinking it was.
I think I've got an overlord peeping on me right about there.
All right, guys. I'm just going to mute myself, let him focus here for a little bit. Is he already going to be massing Zerglings? Hmm. Yeah, very slow on this Overlord, but that's okay. Builds another
I will do
Overlord
that.
there. Yeah, I thought we were going to do like a double Evo Rotron in the wall off and do like a 5-minute 1-1 Ling Flood, 5:30 or something like that. But this is going to be like a 4, I don't know, when this upgrade finishes 4:20. So yeah, this is, I mean, you don't even need the second Evo. Definitely not this early. His Overlord's going to die on the other side of the map, unfortunately. Yeah, the old skip Ling speed build. This is like a, I remember like Scarlet used to do this. I think that was probably the Bly influence. She used to do this versus Cyril a bit. 2018, I think she did this to him a couple times in big tournaments. I think it was this build. Memory's a little shaky. It's 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
He never built the second Evo.
Well, I think I'm just dead.
Yeah, nah, you are for sure. GG's. So, but don't leave the game. Can you rewind?
Yeah, I didn't see.
You said
I
it was
didn't
a
scout at
one.
all.
You said it was a 1-1 Ling Flood. This is just a +1 Ling Flood, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
So the
melee.
way, no, it's +1 melee, +1 armor. I didn't start the armor on time because it's about the time the links came in. Um, but the
Okay, so
armor's
it's,
late.
but you like
So,
rush, but you go across before the armor finishes, right? So it's just kind of
right,
like, it's like an extra piece for like the next stage if like there's a lot of Zergling fights going on, right?
right. You go across when the speed finishes,
Yeah.
and then the armor finishes up like during the attack, and then
I think it would be
basically,
much later than the attack. Much later, I think.
yeah. Well,
Wait, so where'd you say you got this
you
build
kind of
from?
like poke in. It was on Lambo's channel like a year ago at this point.
His YouTube?
Yeah, yeah. It was he was covering Vanya and Bly's. They called it the CIS build order,
Yeah.
What's up, boys and girls?
All right, I'm
and
just gonna check his VOD real quick, and he's got a nice little write-up edited in there. Okay. Moment you see hatch first, start your Evo chamber. Third queen on the natural ASAP, 34 overload, +1 melee as soon as the Evo is done. Ling speed, next 100 gas, 2-minute Evo, drone to 42 supply, 3 turning roach run. There's no carapace upgrade in this build. Yeah.
oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe I saw him do it on a stream or something.
It makes no sense to have carapace with this build. You're getting two different builds mixed up, which is why I was really confused when you went upgrade before Ling speed. That's why I had to look this up, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Because what you're doing is like you're rushing across there at like 4:20, 4:30. It's a huge Ling flood. Carapace isn't going to finish till like 5:30, something like that, like a minute later, basically 6 minutes
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
So the thing
That
is,
makes sense.
there is a 1-1 build you can do where you go no Evo in the back, but you just go, you don't get Ling speed at all, right? But you just go double Evo in the wall, you go melee and carapace at the same time, then Ling speed. And that is a different build order. So we could do
That's the
that
one
one
I
if we
was.
want. But it's
Yeah, I was mixing that up. Yeah, it is that, or that's the one I was thinking of.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, chat's pointing out that it does say there's a second Evo, but the second Evo is just there to like wall off the front, I'm pretty sure. Let's
Yeah,
take a
it's
look.
to
I'll check
fake
the video.
Roach upgrade. It's to fake
Yeah,
the
yeah. It's to
Roach.
fake the Roach upgrade. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah,
otherwise it
and you
wouldn't make
can get
sense.
armor. You can get armor with it, but it's not
Yeah.
ideal.
It's an extra 50 minerals, 50 gas as well, right? And you probably want to, I mean, at super high level, you want to start it straight away to fake it. We don't need to bother with faking upgrades. We'd just be
Right.
building. So do you want to do just the double Evo build? Because then you've got double Evo Roach Horn all in the wall, and it just makes it look like a normal Roach build. I think it's an easier way to execute it. But it's up to you, really. It's a bit, it'll probably hit slightly later, but yeah, either way, which one do you want to stick to?
Let's stick with the Ling Flood, the CIS build, because
Okay,
that's the one.
So
Like
it's a
aside
+1
from
melee
the
Ling Flood.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Aside
Into
from
roaches.
that mix up there, I'm more comfortable with it.
He says produce lings till 60 supply and then start producing the 12 roaches. Oh, do we do like a roach follow-up push? Is that
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
that so then
It's
you do what is it, like 12 roaches and just mass speedling as well, right? For like a follow-up push.
Yeah, you basically the roaches are there to kill them, essentially. Like
And is
the
it all off?
lings cancel the third,
Okay.
and then the roaches assist pushing through into the natural.
Okay.
And you make as many of them as you can into Ravagers on the way.
Okay, so
So
as you move out, you take your third and double gas. You produce things to 60 supply, but then you're not actually droning the third, right? You kind of
right,
you drone the gases, I guess, behind the move out.
right, and then the third is basically just a
Yeah.
fake or production, I guess.
And it's just a clean like 35, 38 drones that you're on, where you just basically like,
Yeah, it's like two base
oh,
mineral
oh,
saturation and
even
three
under,
gas.
no, yeah, even under two base mineral saturation. Yeah. Where you're just like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm actually just like on 33 drones here in this replay. Lambo's on 33 drones in the VOD. Okay, that's sick. It's a sicko build. Third hatch is
Yeah,
just for show. It's just for
yeah,
show.
it's pretty disgusting. You can even take the third hatch ahead of time to like make it look like you're macroing.
Yeah.
He
Cool.
goes through that explanation as well.
Cool. I mean, the good thing there is there's no like economy management behind what we're doing, right? So
Yeah,
it's like, if it's just basically, so if we want to simplify it, it's literally just make the roach horn at 320 as part of the wall, right? With another Evo chamber. So we could just do that second Evo and roach horn same time in the wall, right? Both about 320.
right,
And then we can just make 3 overlords, mass lings. Obviously, if you want, you can just build a second Evo by default and leave that third queen in the wall with it, just for builds like
right.
that last one. Or you can just monitor your overlord and do it reactively, right?
Well,
Which one do
until I
you
get
want
the
to do?
rust off, like
Yeah,
until I shake the rust, I think it'd be more important to have the wall.
I think so.
Uh,
I think that's going to give you
because
a much higher win rate. Yeah.
yeah, because I did not even see the move out until it was too late.
Okay, so we're going to go roach horn plus 2 evos, okay? Build roach horn plus 2 times evos at about like 320 to 330. We'll build that, okay?
Right,
We'll put our third queen in the wall and just leave it there on hold position, right? So that we've got like the default initial setup ready no matter what against Ling Floods. Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. If I
That's
had done
pretty
that,
easy
I
for
think I
now.
would have just held that move out.
So we mass lings to 60 supply.
Yep,
Obviously, you always go for broke. Try to break their natural with it. Like go for the drones. Obviously, if they've got a good position, pull back and kill the third. But try to like get in, kill drones, get surrounds on their units, that sort of stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Mass links to 60 supply. Double gas on natural as you move out. Saturate gases with mineral workers. Don't build any drones. Make so it's double gas plus third base, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And then
Um,
we'll make 12 roaches and back to ling production
yep. And then
and go
you,
for the finish.
when you get the roaches to the other side of the map, you morph Ravagers as many as you can afford.
Yeah.
That's the only other step there.
Heck yeah.
Usually
All right.
about 4, I think, if I remember right.
Awesome. Cool build order. That's a nice simple build order. Let's queue another game. Fingers crossed for
All right.
ZVZ so we get to practice it. If we don't, that's all good. I think we've got a better
Yeah,
idea of what we're doing now. So
yeah,
that's
yeah. The
yeah,
rust is slowly coming off. I feel it.
it's
Feel my
good.
hands moving a little bit.
Hands moving a bit. We're making sure we don't confuse 2 different build orders. That's a big part of why
I had
we
no
want to.
promises on that one.
That's why we review our notes before we play. Fucking,
Notes. I don't know how to write, pig.
I don't know how to write words. My man. Does this just die to a baneling nest? Someone
Yeah.
said in chat. That's why we're
Yes,
building
it
the extra
does.
Evo from now on, so that we could keep that queen in the wall.
No skill A move. All right, let's do this.
Heck yeah. Oh, like defending the Mass Ling Flood with Banes? Oh, most people will screw it up, guys. Yeah, yeah. People are always like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Even I regularly like let my Banelings blow up on like 4 or 5 Zerglings. And if you've got like 50 Lings coming across, you can literally have the first 20 Lings just tank 2 Banelings with their face and all die. And then your next 30 Lings with melee like kill everything anyway. So It's one of those things
And
where they need to like plug the wall and make more banelings and use the banelings to like buy time and stuff like that, which a lot of people screw up.
right, and you got to think like the attacker in this specific build order. Oh my God, what am I doing?
At least we noticed. It's
Yeah,
all right. You can put it
send
back
this
there
guy
if you
down.
want. What matchup is this?
ZVC. All right, we'll just do this. Um, yeah, you got to think like the defender there is going. Oh my God,
It's all right. Just
I
keep
think
voting drones.
yeah,
One more drone now spawning pool. Yeah, you got it.
yeah, kind of throwing me off there. The defender has got to do a lot more against this build order than the attacker. The attacker can focus 100% on the lings, basically.
Yeah. And you can split them up. Go for the third. Go for the natural. All that sort of stuff. Let's put guys on gas. And yeah, we're looking good. One more drone in our main, and then we can go natural. So we do need one more drone in our main base as well.
That's not really anything.
It's a little early for the Evo, but that's all right. Just make sure everything's rallied to your natural minerals. They are beautiful.
Yep.
Our second overload should go across the map, so we've got full vision of any floods coming.
Like right there, right?
Yeah, so we're somewhere over there. Queens. Yeah, keep droning. Starting upgrades is cool and all, but drone's still highest priority early on.
All right. Oh, there's lings. Lings on the way.
It's all right. Just match it with your Zerglings. That's just a pull first or a hatch first pressure. It's totally normal. If you saw fallings, you have fallings. You should be totally fine here. I don't know what we're doing right now. Just run those drones to the main. I don't know what you're trying. What is this micro? What are you thinking? Okay, general rule. Whenever lings walk into your natural, you just walk your guys away. Inject the main as well. You always just walk the drones away.
Well, you got a good scout on that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're playing baboons, man. They don't know what scouting is. It's fine. It's still earlier than we really need the Evo Roach Warren combo.
Well, that's even off position, so
yeah, you can just cancel it. It's fine. Just right now, you know, it's all just about keep your injects going, keep your droning going, and get that extra Roach Warren and Evo when we get a chance. But yeah, anytime you have pool Zerglings coming in, you always just run your drones to the other base. Don't try to get fancy. Anytime you're trying to run units in a circle, in general in StarCraft, you fucked up. And you're trying to do something way harder than you need to do, right? So just never do that again in terms of like anytime you find yourself overly fancy microing, it's like if you've done everything else, you're allowed to do that, but it's usually not the best idea. Now make sure we've got ling speed, droning. We've already looked at the overlord for long enough. We don't need to look at it any longer. Keep your injects going. We should be massing Zerglings pretty soon. And do an inject and then get back in the wall on your natural as well, okay? So inject, get it back in the wall, and then tell it to hold position as well.
I got it.
And just mass Zerglings. Rally those Zerglings to the back. They're in vision of the wall right now, so make sure you have that rally point to the back from the hatcheries as well. And just keep building another Overlord or two, mass Zerglings, and you should be really, really good. Awesome. All right, let's get our double gas going ahead of time, and let's also send a drone to take the third base. Obviously, I know it'll be blocked for now, but just tell it to build the third, and then once this queen moves out of the wall, you'll be able to do it. So we just want to get our shit done ahead of time. All right, one more round of Zerglings, and go, 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 and move that queen out of your wall. Go, go, go. Zergling, a move. Juggling, 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 a move. All right, beautiful. Put dudes on gas and build overlords and roaches behind this. All right, so a few overlords and roaches and just micro your Zerglings. You got this, dude. Get right in there. Headbutt, headbutt, headbutt. Yep, easy win. So the opponent didn't set up any vision. All right, yep. Use your control group to move right in. Get right in there. Yeah. Beautiful. Good angle. Yeah, you can just move that. All right, go home and inject and keep building roaches. And add them to your control group each time. No skill A
Oh, I
move.
didn't get a GG.
Yeah. Your opponent didn't have the Overlord set up, so you didn't even see your attack coming, didn't micro the Banelings. Opponent could have just reactive Evo walled, put the roaches and queens in the wall. Micro the Banelings would have been fine, but we saw what most people do in StarCraft. We know this is a problem because we've seen Grandmasters not put their Overlords in the right positions. We've seen people lose championship games from not seeing Ling Floods moving out. It's the most 101 error of even high-level players in StarCraft 2, and it's pretty common that you get to mid-levels on the ladder, people are going to miss those Overlords. There's always like just mistakes they're making with it. I didn't see any Overlords on your side of the map. Now, that being said, there could have been one, I think, maybe sitting on your pillar, because I don't think your Overlords checked that or like spread around your base that well. But
Probably.
yeah, I didn't feel like we saw any Overlords flooding out. Maybe they did see it and he just didn't notice. Either way, reasonable execution. There is one main thing to just take into your soul, right?
Right.
Lings come in, visualize yourself dragging a box on those drones, clicking on the minerals in your main. Once you dealt with the Zerglings, send them back. Super simple. Every time you deal with a pool first pressure, that's going to happen. In that case, that was a hatch first. He literally just built 2 Lings off a hatchery first. You didn't build 2 Lings, I think. We can check the build order if you really want, if in your match history.
I want to say
So
he did build 2.
It might have been like a 17 pool maybe, but it was not a big pressure by any means. Let's check. So yeah, it was a 17 pool, 46 seconds. So these were not particularly fast Zerglings or anything special. It's super easy. It's just whenever you see a few Lings coming, you match it, and you should be good.
He built 4. I guess. He just didn't send
that's
2
2.
across.
No,
That's
2.
that's right.
It doubles. Yeah, it shows the because you can see the supply count on the side is the same for both of them.
Right, 21, 21.
Yeah. Cool, but that was good, man. That was a clean victory. Yeah, let's get another one in.
Yeah.
Today is the day of ZVZ, apparently.
It's like that every day on ladder.
You got to just change your MMR. Like change your MMR a little bit. It's like you get these windows where it's like 3,300 all Zerg, 3,500 all TERRAN, 3,700 all PROTOSS. Like just there's these like weird little like layers I find where you just run into all players of one race and you're like, oh, this is so weird.
I know. I remember the last time I got really close to Diamond 2, it was all TERRANs, and that was like my weakest matchup at the time. So I just got slapped right back down.
Oh yeah. You're like, oh, I haven't played many of these guys. They're defending my cheeses. Shit.
Commando. Okay.
You could benefit a lot from queuing your first Overlord back. Yeah, good coaching from chat. Normally I'd mention that. Drones. You once again didn't build drones. Come on, man.
I could have sworn I did that.
Yeah. Every single game you're doing that. So every game so far.
I did in the last game.
Yeah. So
I did it right in the last game. I remember.
You did? Okay, good. Well, with your first Overlord, you want to queue it to check their expansions there, but then to pull back so it doesn't automatically die. So that's like a really important thing because you keep leaving your Overlord there and just losing it to Queens or getting it pushed really far back.
Yeah, you're right.
So you can already queue that command up even now at the start of the game once you get the hatchery down or something
I believe
like
I just did that.
Oh, you did it on the minimap? Good job.
Let's see. Yeah. Whoop. I don't even know what race he is.
You can press the button in the top right if you want to check.
He's random.
Ah, right. Sorry. Just do your ZVZ build. Hey, and there's an Overlord on the minimap. So yeah, ZVZ build it is. Anyway,
all right.
And then pool, gas.
Need to tighten my builds up again.
Back to droning.
Where am I sending that guy back? There we go.
And we've also seen a second Overlord from him, which tells us it's a normal build. Our second Overlord should be going across the map, so we've got one on each exit to his base. We accidentally sent a few drones to the natural already, so gotta fix that
Oh,
up.
whoops. I think that was a misrally or something.
Oh, normally we rally
Um,
ahead of time and then we manually rally the eggs. That's all right.
yeah,
You can
I
still fix it up just
rallied
fine.
ahead of time and then didn't actually re-rally, I guess.
That's fine.
Whoops,
Get your
I
two
forgot my Evo
queens.
too.
That's all right. It doesn't matter. Build two queens. Get your overlord. Your melee is like way quicker than you need it in these games anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
it's true. I
you
don't
need
really need it
melee
until I'm
and
moving
ling
out.
speed anyway. Yeah. So it's totally fine. Yeah. Just make sure you've got an overlord on the way if you don't already, and
I
yeah,
should.
you should be good.
Yeah, there it is. Uh, start. Yeah, I should start melee
Mm-hmm.
first because it takes
Yeah.
longer, right?
Yeah. You can finish saturating your main by
Oh,
manually rallying eggs from your main base. Is totally fine. It's too early
I
for
don't.
Evos and Roach Run, man. Focus on your
Okay.
economy. Look at that game timer on the left. 320, 330, we go for that, all right? Keep
All right.
focusing on
All
your
right.
economy. Stop building
Accidentally double made
Zerglings.
lings.
Yep. Go back to
That
your
was an
main.
accident.
Just keep building overlords and drones. Look at your main base. You still are only on 14 drones in this main. So, we can absolutely fix that as well, just with the next drones we build there. Keep your injects going.
Overlords.
The virgins in chat have been coming out today, man. It's the third person today to be like, this guy doesn't play like damage at all. Guys, he hasn't played in a month, number one. Number two, he knows how to play aggressively and attack people. And therefore, he is going to be much stronger than people who just have clean build orders but don't know how to fight. Bloodfeast, Sharp Cheddar here is a fighter. And if you're a fighter in StarCraft, you're going to develop really, really quickly. So get out there and fight everybody. Get out there and fight. It's one of the best things
All
you can
right.
do to improve at StarCraft.
It takes like 2 weeks to shake off the rest. Oh my God, I forgot speed.
It's all
It
right. It's
takes
going to
like two
be
weeks to shake
no
off the
Mega Lord.
rest, really. You
And
know
no
what?
offense, no Star. I'm not like insulting you. Obviously, Virgin is a joke that we use here. Rally to the back a bit. Make sure you keep hiding them and just keep massing. It's just going to be a Mega Ling Flood, man. It's going to be super surprising. So obviously it's delayed, which isn't as crisp, but who cares, dude? You're going to move out in maybe like 40 seconds, like just 10 seconds before Ling Speed's finished kind of thing. And it's going to be huge. Yeah. So,
Went ahead and did the armor too because I
yeah,
was
sure.
late.
Your overall drone count is super low because you built those 8 extra Zerglings this game, but that's fine. So we're just gonna only go for like a second gas and a third hatchery when we do this. So let's take a second gas, send a drone to the third as well, and I think time to flood, right? I think it's time to go, man. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Go, go, go! Straight to his main, straight to his main. Go, go, go! He's moving out as well. Oh,
Look
thank
at
you.
that.
Easy surround.
I'll
Let's
take
go,
all
son.
that.
And he doesn't seem to have noticed that you moved out. Oh my. When is Ling Speed going to kick in? Jesus. All right. Maybe I told you to leave like 10 seconds early. It'll kick in any moment now. No, no. Go, 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 go. Don't run away.
There it is.
Don't let him get home. Never run away once you've showed your hand. You are
That
committed,
was an
son.
accident.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
But
that
it's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
Keep moving in. Keep move attack, move attack, move attack. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look,
Oh,
his
he's got
wall's not
holes
even
on his
complete.
micro your Zerglings. Key, yeah. And swap into Roach production. That's cool. He defended. We were just too late. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Okay, so what you're gonna do? Pull way back to home. Just do nothing but mass Zerglings. Don't even build roaches. Okay, this game. All you're gonna do? Pull all your Zerglings home. So stop rallying Zerglings on the map. Pull everything home into your base. Into your base. That's what home is. Because you can't show him that you're still doing this. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to split off and try to base trade. So he's coming for you. Go around and base trade. You can swap in a roach production now and rally into your main base and try to defend there, but your Zerglings need to go around the map and try to base trade. So you don't want our roaches to be hotkeyed on the same key.
Oh, shit. I ran into him.
So just keep building roaches and injecting, building overlords, building roaches. Your lings are doing great. Make sure you move the lings in. Yeah. All right, now try to micro your D at home if you can. Yeah. Just hold on top of the ramp and you should be able to defend there. Fight with the drones as well. Transfuse. Transfuse that shit, dog. Step the queen back to the left onto the creep and get her to transfuse. High level plays! All right, and now we build nothing but Zerglings and go across the map. Get the queen to inject, A move, F2, A move across the map. And we're going to do nothing but build Zerglings and rally it with this. He's actually coming across with his own Zerglings, I think. But A move your roaches. We're all in, of course. So go. A move across the map. Go. It is actually speed roaches. Yeah, he's got +1 as well. All right, go. It doesn't matter. We're going to just try an A move, and hopefully he's uncoordinated and lets us surround him. I don't think he will, but good stuff. That's all right. I think he got us. He's probably still got like 10 drones alive, maybe 12. Maybe he kept the whole main base is on 15. You want to check that. But obviously in a game like this, it's just, it's really the basics right now.
Do the rewind there.
That's cool. GG's. He was pretty good level. He played really well. He did some micro and stuff. And
let's see what he has left over here. He had like way more drones left. I didn't kill that very much at all.
The main thing right now is literally just like you need to just get in an empty custom game to get that rust off. Obviously, you haven't quite finished your Elden Ring run yet, so it's going to be there. But there's a few things, right? So not selecting hatchery and building drone at the start of every game, right?
Yeah, I'm also forgetting my camera locations. I used to have that really well down. Like I would set them up at the start of every game, and now I'm going to hit them and realizing I'm not actually jumping. And
yeah.
So I've got to get back in that routine.
Game-changing routine. Selecting hatchery, setting up camera hookies, building drones before the overlord pops. You're kind of seeing the overlord popping going, ooh, I should select my lava and build drones now. Whereas it should be like the overlord pops and the drones are already building, right? We should already be holding the key down before that happens.
Right.
Building drones before the overlord even pops. Knowing our build order, right? Queuing overlords, right? Both your first one, but your second one as well shouldn't be sitting over our natural. It's Zerg versus Zerg. If it goes over the natural, sure, but then it should be going straight across the map to its scouting position from the start of the game. So queuing overlords to their position the moment they build from the very start, right? Rather than later on being like, ooh, I don't see stuff, let's do it. So it's all just like all those little planning pieces that would make your life so much easier if we were doing them ahead of time, but we're just not in the habit of it because we're rusty. So scraping the rust off, if we just do it, I'm just going to play and scrape the rust off. You will get better at playing, but you might actually fall into some bad habits if you don't consciously focus on these things, right? Because you might just never actually consciously remember to do the camera locations. And it'll be like a month from now, and you've actually completely lost the habit of camera locations because you've played for a month just kind of like without that intention in mind. And now you're like used to playing without ever setting them up, right? So if you can have that as your little mini list, which I've written down there in the document, play one custom game,
see that.
2 custom games for 5 minutes each like day that you're going to ladder. It's like, all right, 2 custom games, it's 10 minutes. It's going to take next to no time. Focus on those things while doing a build order, this one or another one. And it's just going to like start getting those little pieces syncing up one to the next, just like bam, 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 bam. And you should have that like stronger basis to move forward from. So that should be awesome. I think the build order choice, like that one's pretty good build order. Obviously we're just like, you got me talking in your ear, you're rusty as fuck. It's gonna be naturally a kind of weird thing where it doesn't kind of stitch together the way it should. I would actually think the previous game was probably better than that last one, right? Because we built like 8 Zerglings and we didn't build a drone at the start, and then like we were supply blocked on 36 or something for ages as well. There was like just lots of like little sticking points, so I was like, oh well. It's kind of a bummer because even though his build should beat yours, 2 base Roach Push should beat 2 base Ling Flood in that case. Because he pushed out blind, if we did wait, let him come across the map and then got like a 6 around, it would have been pretty cool, hey? So maybe we should have actually pulled back there, but I kind of misjudged when Ling Speed was going to finish. Because you hadn't looked at it in a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I think it should be at like 8 seconds, and I think it was more like 18 seconds, so it was not the right time to move out yet. My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It honestly should have already been done. So, you know, um, and my screen just went black for some reason. That's really weird.
No worries. I mean, we're kind of hitting the time limits anyway, so it's not a bad time to finish up for now, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, honestly, as always, just keep the aggression going. If you can just really, for you, like, you know, there's people like, man, so disorganized this play. This isn't Diamond in chat. Obviously, there wasn't that many comments. I was a bit harsh on it there. But I just, you know, people like, Dish guys, like someone earlier was like, if this is Diamond, then I'm in Master League. You know, there's a few people who made comments like that. And I'm like, guys, number one, it's Rust. You haven't played in ages. You've been grinding another game like a mother trucker stabbing dragons and shit. It's going to happen. But the other thing to just keep in mind there is that, like, okay, cool. For you as a player, you're always a chaotic player. Your name is Blood Feast for a reason. It's Sharp Cheddar for a reason, right? It's just one of those
And
things where you need to just have a bit of focus on the
I
first
think
3
my
minutes.
computer just decided it was gonna do a
Oh.
Windows update or something.
Oh, really? Can you still hear me?
Okay,
Can you hear me?
that's weird.
Nope. GG. Testing, testing. We're getting all the tech issues today. All right, I'll just summarize. Anyway, was just gonna say, you're an intuitive chaos player, so just focus on grinding the first 3 minutes so you have a good setup. Then you can do your chaos stuff from there. Off a way better setup. If we can get those 3 minutes down, it will give us much greater success. Good luck, mate. All right, a little bit of an awkward finish there because obviously his thing messed up, but it is what it is.